Good morning and welcome to the Wake and Bake Show. I'm your host, Miss Green Jean. Wow, we're day two without music due to the fact that I have not figured out how to load music onto this darn iPad. And I'm not going to pay for music I already own. So that's where we stand right now. But what we are talking about is that we have a lot of things that's going on this morning. For number one, we have a post that's going on right now about inclusion in South Carolina in the state, about everybody being involved in bills that's being written here in South Carolina. We feel right now that there are some people that's being left out. And we are talking about this on Facebook this morning. Also, what we got going on is this. We are now being selected to be part of the iHeartRadio team. Thank you very much, iHeartRadio, for letting us be a part of your family. That is huge within itself. Thank you, Michelle LeMay. Thank you, Rick Rainwright, for believing in me and helping me get there. So what we're going to do is what we do best. We don't have no music this morning, but we will be sharing the news and information out there. We have a lot that's covering South Carolina today, so let's get at it. South Carolina and Charleston, a South Carolina inmate has filed a federal lawsuit against the state prisons department accusing the agency of violating his religious freedoms by not allowing him to smoke marijuana or keep his dreadlocks. Which is a valid point, because if he's sharing dreadlocks and he's wearing them and protesting that he is a Rastafarian, yes, they are violating his religious freedom. I like to know how he's going to get there with it. But in a suit filed last Monday, inmate James Rose accused South Carolina Department of Corrections for violating his constitutional rights, being refused to give him marijuana as part of the Rastafarian religious practices. Rose also said that the agency unlawfully required him to shave his dreadlocks, arguing that he should be allowed to grow his hair to unlimited length as part of his religion. According to the lawsuit, Rose said that prison officials held him down and shaved his head and asked him for pot in April 2017. The injuries I sustained relating to these arrests, a migraine headache, psychological trauma, mental anguish, in captions, depression, panic attacks, and nightmares, Rose said in a handwritten lawsuit, who seeks $1 million in proof of his actions and damages. Well, this is this. Rose, 41, is serving a life sentence following a 2013 murder conviction. According to authorities, he was involved in the execution of a son town council member in Lincolnton. The prison agency have not commented on this ongoing litigation. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Now, tell me if I'm wrong on this. We all have our religious right to freedom regardless of what we did. You know, he got to make up with his maker on how he did it. And that's kind of foul for them to just hold him down and shave his head, considering he is a Rastafarian. That lets me know that they're not educated. I don't see him getting marijuana in the prison system, but I can see his point about his dreadlocks. So I wish my brother all the best. You know, you're on an uphill battle, my friend. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Good luck, because these people here in South Carolina is not playing with you. Okay, also in the state of South Carolina that just jumped up on my page. This is from Marijuana Movement. South Carolina lawmakers pre-filed 4 marijuana bills for 2019. Okay. South Carolina lawmakers pre-filed 4 marijuana-related bills on Tuesday, including 2 that have established comprehensive medical cannabis programs in the state. Currently, there are legal protections for a small class of South Carolina patients to use cannabinoid or CBD, but the new legislation is being introduced in 2019 by Representatives Rosalynn Henderson Myers and Todd Rutherford will allow round-range patients to possess and consume marijuana and permit licensed shops to cultivate and dispense the plant. Henderson-Myers bill will also require dispensers to contract with laboratories for testing of marijuana. Separately, pre-filed bills for Ivory Thigpen will amend the state law into criminalizing up to 1 ounce of cannabis or 10 grams of hashish instead of a misdemeanor offense punishable by 30 days in jail and a $200 fine. Possessing amount would be a civil infraction. Rutherford also filed a separate piece of discrimination legislation that he has proposed will only be applied to military veterans whose honorary discharge and suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder and PTSD arising from the veterans duty areas that the President of the United States dedicated by executive order in the area which the state armed forces engaged or has engaged in combat. Now, they're going to have some kickback with me on that one because not everybody that suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder has been involved in war in the military. So, yeah, get ready for me to write something on that one. Qualifying veterans will legally be allowed to possess an ounce of cannabis or 10 grams of hashish under the bill. We are excited to see lawmakers are increasingly engaged in this issue in South Carolina, and it reflects the strong support of medical cannabis around voters in the state. Chris Lindsay, senior legislative counsel at Marijuana Policy Project, told the marijuana movement, "It's past time lawmakers and the government adopt a program for seriously ill patients who qualify, and we think majority support in both chambers in 2019. Lawmakers across the state and across the country have started pre-filing marijuana bills on the upcoming legislation session, including bills to allow students to use medical cannabis in school in Washington State and Virginia, to fully legalize cannabis in Missouri and Texas." So, keeping that in mind, with all these pre-filed rules, which I'm going to sit down, I guess, sometime later on today and take a look at all these bills and see what the verbiage is and everything, we're going to go from there and let you know. But that first bill, the one with the veterans, we're going to have a conversation with them because not everybody that suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder are in the military, for one. Two, are in any type of combat position, because I personally have never seen any combat, but I'm suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder from the military. So those are things that we like to try keeping everybody to keep in mind, to think about when posting these things. But like I said before, people got to understand it is some craziness going on out here. And all we ask for is inclusion to any and everything that is going on. We are all in this in the state. Okay, Emily, I caught your message, and I will do just that. I'm just, my Facebook today is just going crazy because of some things. If you're not on my Facebook page or Miss Green Jeans page on Facebook, check it out. I'm also going to be posting up on Instagram today as well. Only thing I want out of the whole thing, guys, before we get ready to go on our Christmas break, is in 2019, I'm looking for exclusion. I'm looking for everybody to be involved that wants to be involved. That's all anybody should ask. We should not have to go through the changes that we have been going through in the past year. And I'm looking for 2019 to be a better year for everybody that's concerned with cannabis. So we're going to go ahead and get back to what we were doing here. No, it's something else I wanted to cover. Okay, Norfolk also has made a move to Norfolk, Virginia, has endorsed marijuana decriminalization as well. So you tell me for a second. We're getting all these different states that are decriminalizing. Why can't we just pass it across the board? I mean, I got to read also in the bill that was passed late last night, waiting for the president's signature on the criminal justice reform bill. I know it's supposed to be some legislation stuck in there somewhere. I don't know if it's been removed or not. I asked the question yesterday from Tom Engel on Twitter. Was cannabis part still left in there to get it off of Schedule 1 or not? I don't know. I got to look through that to see. But what we're going to do is we're going to share another story with you real quick. Wareham Police Institute ground rules for Friday recreation marijuana shop opening. Wow. Okay, this is from Wareham. Verified will begin selling recreation marijuana on 112 Main Street Friday, and police have been putting regulations in place to best facilitate safe movement in the area. These regulations will remain in effect until further notice. The store will close on December 24th and 25th. The regulations, anyone going in the store is required to park at the Water Whiz located at 3031 Cranberry Highway, Wareham. And at that location, individuals will go to the store will be provided a ticket and shuttle service. No individuals will be allowed in the business without a ticket. Tickets can only be obtained at the Water Whiz parking area. The parking lot will be open for vehicles from 8 a.m. and the store hours will be from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. The company said the dispensary's hours will be from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. 7 days a week. So, they must have been having a lot of problems trying to get cannabis that they got to get the police involved. That is some craziness. Wow. I just can't get over that one. Also, another article we're going to share with you real quick today is also on cannabis, if I can get it to come up. Oh, this is talking about the Farm Bill. Excuse me. I'm trying to get it to come up. We're working on iPad and computer because we can't do both on one today. It's not picking up my mic, and now it's not letting me open this. Okay, yeah. This article is by Jeremy Shalvin. He is part of Minorities for Medical Marijuana. And he written, a major component of the new farm bill focuses on the ability of farmers to pass their farms down to relatives and their heirs, making it easy for those to apply for USDA resources. Black farmers who collectively have filed and won multi-billion-dollar lawsuits against the U.S. Department of Agriculture in recent decades for discriminatory practices have now protections in their farm bill. One involves the ability to pass their farms down to relatives and heirs. Some establishments show that 60% of landowners are by African Americans in the U.S. is heirs property, which according to the USDA, land that has been passed down informally from generation to generation in most cases involves landowners who die without a will. In order to access farm loans for crops and other needs, farmers must have the designated farm number, which requires documentation verifying ownership of the land. I didn't know this. See if I can get this to pull down a little more. Okay, because there are often no transfer with the title heirs, many blacks and other farmers of color are being left out with access to valuable resources. The 2018 Farm Bill will now allow 2 property farmers to apply for USDA programs. Now, for those who don't understand that is huge. Because I know of several families here in the area that is sitting in that situation. I'm glad I shared that article with everybody involved. Only thing we want is the right. Also, this is huge what I want to talk about as well. For those who travel, you need to check out Las Vegas because they have a cannabis museum. It's called the world. She's a canna guide. And I'm trying to get her to come on the show with us. Her name is Amade Williams, and she's a cannabis guard for cannabis. And she wants y'all to come out and see her. She is a co-founder of the Marijuana Menantes and Artists Collaborative. She has a Facebook page as well. So check out Amari Williams on Facebook. She's doing a lot out there. Also, what else is going on? We just got so much going on here today. And it's hard to do without no guests, no music. Oh, also, hemp industry real quick. Let's go ahead and pull up the hemp world real quick. Cannabis Waste Recycling wins Colorado grant to develop aftermarket hemp products. A cannabis waste startup has been selected a $250,000 grant from Colorado to find aftermarket use for hemp and marijuana waste. 9 Fiber of Silver Springs, Maryland plans to process waste hemp and marijuana stocks for industrial purposes such as bioplastics, construction material, and animal breeding. The company expects to start operation in Pueblo, Colorado in late 2019 or early 2020. Our mission is to revive the hemp fiber market through processing the waste streams of our current cannabis and hemp industry. 9 Fiber CBO admin Adam told Hemp Industry Daily. The money comes from Colorado's Advanced Industry Accelerator Grant Program, which sends money to startups that use innovative technology to create a valuable product that meets market's needs. Even though most hemp varieties grown in the U.S. are short plant growth for CBD production and not fiber production, an officer said the company has developed a way to reduce marketable fiber, even textiles. Advocates often tout the goal of using every pound of each hemp to minimize the environmental impact of unusual waste. But the current domestic hemp fiber is tiny, Allen said. But Nine Fiber plans to approach the U.S. companies by importing hemp products to pitch them on domestic hemp waste instead. We are really out there in defining the market and making the market, he said. The award makes the program's first grant to cannabis company does not conduct medical research. New York and Kentucky also have used tax dollars to support the startup of hemp manufacturers. Nine Fiber said it plans to collect hemp and marijuana stocks from companies would otherwise have been paid to have waste removed from a chemical process that delicate the stocks to decorrelate, the stalks into fiber and hurley and wood core at the cannabis of a cannabis stock. The company's propylene process removes all traces of THC and CBD from the cannabis waste. Colorado changed its marijuana law early this year to allow marijuana fibrous waste to be recycled and not just destroyed, but the waste can be used only for industrial fiber purposes, not human consumption. Previous cannabis had been waste that has been unrendered unrecognizable. Allen said his company will accept waste from both marijuana and hemp, but only if the plants are legal in that state. So, now, like I said, people don't realize it is an avalanche of things you can do out here in the cannabis industry that people can profit from. You do not have to plant the plant. You don't have to grow the plant. It's just tons and tons and tons of stuff to get done out there if you want it to get done. So what we're going to do is this, guys. We're going to find a way to take a break because it's rough. We are having some rough times here. And what am we going to do this morning? I'm going to do something different. Because I got so many pop-ups that's coming on from my Minorities for Medical Marijuana page. We are going to share what's going on there this morning. Let's see. We're going to share that. You just go to the site and read that. It's just... Yeah, we're going to let y'all go. Come to a Minorities for Medical Marijuana South Carolina page. Yeah, that debate is done heated up. It's a good one. And it's about current legislations that's being written up. And it's not good. It has got quite heated. Wow, yeah. Y'all need to really... I think I'm going to share this. This is some craziness. What is this about is... I started a page this morning because I was reading some of the things that was being said on Minorities for Medical Marijuana page. It started talking about the SC Compassionate Care Act South Carolina legislature online. And it went on, and it just grew legs, and it just continued. And what the debate about is right now, just to be totally honest with everybody, is about inclusivity. Right now, we're having a problem with that here in South Carolina. And it's proving that to what's going on here on the page. I'm not going to go into everything that was being said because I am part of this feed in this conversation. And I like the point that is being talked about this morning emphatically. So if you want to find out what's going on today, go to Minorities for Medical Marijuana South Carolina chapter. Please read and please feel free to comment. Because the point is this, everybody wants the same thing. We all want these bills to pass, but at the same time, we want the bills to stand for everybody. Not just the ones that's going to make money on the damn thing. We want our veterans to be included, and we want home grow. And I'm not backing down from that. I'm putting it on the air. Right now, I'm not backing off that. Because it's been expressed by too many people that's here in the state that have came to me via Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, called my personal phone, have hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter that has specifically said they cannot afford to go out and buy cannabis when they have ways of growing it themselves because of the lack of income that they have. We have people that's living off of less than $750 a month. Now you tell me, and I wasn't going to go there on this, but I have to. You tell me how can you survive off of $750 a month? And we just going to use any state in particular. We just throwing numbers out there, so please don't hold me to any numbers. Okay, on the average cost of your medical card in whatever state, XYZ, the average cost of a medical card is $200. I don't know about you, but I can't afford a $200 medical card. Okay, now that you got your medical card and God knows how many visits to the doctor, we don't know. We're going to say, for instance, the doctor visit is $100. You want to go to that doctor maybe twice. So that's $400. Now that you wait and get your medical card in the mail, guess what? You go to the pharmacy. The eighth could be starting out for $45 an eighth, if not higher. Tell me. You're living on $750 a month. That means you got to stop paying some bills in order to afford a medical card. That's not fair. We are in one of the poorest states in the country. And I'd be damned if I'm going to sit here and act like, oh, we can afford that. No. And I'll get in front of the lawmakers and tell them the reason why we need to have growth. Every other damn state that has growth can afford not to. Denver, Colorado, for example, let their patients grow up to 6 plants. They have a thriving economy. Not everybody's going to be able to grow. And that's my argument right there. Not everybody going to be able to grow. But those people that can grow, let them grow. Give them a special permit or something so they can grow. Give them rules that they can lock up their stuff, put a fence around it, lock it up in a warehouse, lock it up in a grow house, lock it up in whatever they need to lock it up into, but give them that opportunity so they can grow what they want to grow. That's all we're asking. And I'm going to stand on them grounds because I made a promise. I'm not backing down off of it. I can't back down off of it because what's right is right. If you're a farmer here and you're sick, and you need cannabis to be well, and you're being told, oh, by the way, you got to go buy from X, Y, and Z, and you got to pay this cost. That's total malarkey. So that's why I am standing hard and standing firm on a grow bill for South Carolina. Now, for those who don't understand that, I'm sorry. But guess what? I'm going to continue to stand on my grounds on that because I kept my word about that, and I'm going to stay on it. So, with that in mind, please check out Minorities for Medical Marijuana in each and every state that you might be in or thinking about getting in. And please, by all means, know the rules of the state. Know the rules of the state because it's some hairy, scary situations out there. That's why I try to share as much as possible of everything that's going on in the state of South Carolina. So with that in mind, we're only going to do a 30-minute broadcast today, guys, because we are really trying to work on getting this taken care of for you so we can go and have a full show. But I want to let everybody know that we haven't forgot about y'all, not by no means. But I got to take care of some information that's being put out there. And I know you hear my dog barking like crazy. Yeah, I need to reply on Facebook Live, guys. So I'm gonna be signing off for now. For those who don't hear another live show before Christmas, Merry Christmas to you and a blessed New Year.